OpenAI just shipped something that changes the way Codex feels in day-to-day use. It is called Chronicle. The pitch is simple. Codex should not need you to restate the last hour of your work every time you ask a question. Instead of treating each prompt like a fresh start, Chronicle uses recent screen context to help Codex understand what you have been doing, what tool you were in, and what this actually refers to. Here is the exact scope, because OpenAI is being unusually clear about the limits. Chronicle is an opt-in research preview. Right now, it is only available to ChatGPT Pro subscribers on macOS. It is not available yet in the EU, the UK, or Switzerland. It also needs screen recording and accessibility permissions before it can work. So this is not a quiet little settings tweak. It is a serious feature with real system access, real guardrails, and very real trade-offs. The broader memories feature carries stable context forward across threads. Chronicle is the piece that tries to recover the work you were just doing from recent screen context. The first demo beat is the cleanest proof of why Chronicle exists. The user asks one vague question: why is this failing? Normally, that is a terrible prompt because the model has to guess what this means. But in the clip, Codex immediately anchors itself in the actual working context. It identifies the developer's website repo, the specific pull request, the build preview job, and even the astrotype mismatch behind the failure. That is the real promise here. Chronicle is not replacing direct sources like files or logs. It is helping Codex recover enough recent context to know which file, branch, pull request, or failure surface it should inspect next. The second beat is even better because it shows workflow memory instead of bug memory. The user asks Codex to sync the latest docs draft changes and message romain. In the source clip, Codex does not act like that request appeared out of nowhere. It uses live screen context to confirm the active branch is tied to Chronicle docs work. Then it moves to the right tools: Google Drive for the draft, Slack for the person lookup, and finally a Google Doc creation flow for Chronicle launch copy draft. That is the difference between a model that can answer a prompt and a system that can reconnect the actual work you were already doing across repo state, docs, and collaboration tools. To make sense of where Chronicle fits, it helps to zoom out to the rest of the Codex app. OpenAI's official Codex videos show the app already has task lists, automations, activity traces, and branch review summaries. You can see scheduled work, agent progress, explored files, tool calls, and code review style summaries of what changed. I want to be careful here. Those clips are not Chronicle footage. They are broader Codex app footage. But they matter because Chronicle is landing inside this larger system. The point is not just that Codex can remember a line of text. The point is that OpenAI is trying to make Codex feel aware of the work surface, the active task, and the tools around it. Setup is fairly direct, but it tells you a lot about how this feature works. In the Codex app, you open Settings, go to Personalization, make sure memories are enabled, and then turn on Chronicle below that. After that, you review the consent dialog and grant macOS screen recording and accessibility permissions. OpenAI also says if those permissions are blocked by your Mac or by company policy, Chronicle simply will not start until the restriction is removed. So this is not a soft suggestion feature. It depends on operating system level access, which is exactly why the quality of the context can get better and exactly why the risk profile goes up. Now for the part that matters most, the trade-offs. OpenAI says Chronicle stores temporary screen captures locally while it is running, and those files can appear under the Chronicle screen recording temp directory. It then starts an ephemeral codec session that may process selected screenshot frames, OCR text, timing data, and local file paths to generate memories. The screenshots are processed on OpenAI servers for memory generation, but OpenAI says they are not stored there after processing unless required by law and not used for training. The generated memories themselves are local markdown files under the Chronicle memory extension path, and they are unencrypted. OpenAI also warns that Chronicle burns rate limits quickly and increases prompt injection risk from screen content. That is not small print. That is the real cost of giving an agent more ambient context. So the honest verdict is this: Chronicle already proves something useful. It helps Codex resolve vague references, reconnect recent repo and docs work, and jump toward the right tools without forcing you to repeat yourself. The source clip shows that clearly. But OpenAI is also telling you, very directly, that this is still experimental, permission-heavy, rate-limit-hungry, and easier to attack than a normal memory system. If you live in Codex all day, that trade may still be worth it. If you care more about minimizing surface area, you should pause before flipping it on. Either way, Chronicle is one of the clearest signs yet that coding agents are moving from chat history toward real working context.